What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. So, tomorrow, or today, I guess, today technically, the new set Shining Revelry? Shining Revelry. I can't say, that's going to be impossible for me to say. I can't say those type of words. Revelry. Sounds good enough. There's like that certain phrase right there. I can't say it. I don't know why. Like, jewelry? I can't say that word. That's a word I can't say. I can't control that. That's just how I speak. So today there's 111 cards that have came out. A lot of them are shining. This is like the mini sets that we've had before with the the Celebi set. There was a mini set then too. So today it says it's just launched in Pocket, but I don't. It's not available today as of right now. It's not. It's available tomorrow when this video goes up. So you're seeing this video when this set's already out. And then tomorrow on Friday we'll do some pack openings of this new set. So I've already looked at a couple of the cards. It set's okay, like just like the last mini set, it was okay, right? There's some interesting things here. This Beedrill EX is pretty cool. It has Crushing Spear. It does 80. Discard a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So it's a random energy you don't get to pick, which might be a big deal. Most decks only play mono energies anyway. But it's only from the active Pokemon, not from the discard, so not from the bench, which is a big thing there. And is that energy? Is it an energy card? Oh, it discard a random energy. Not energy card. Get it right, Josh. There's a pincer. Let's just go through these. Let's just go through these together. Guillotine Rush. You just flip it to get tells. Sprigatito. Put a random grass Pokemon onto your hand. Okay. Floritigo and Meowscarada. 60. If it's an EX, it does 70 more damage. Let's go. I mean, it's okay, right? It's okay. There's a Charmander, a Charmeleon. Now, I don't know if these Charmanders are better. I think this Charmander might be a little bit better, just because it does 1 energy for 20 and it's not discarding. So this might be better. It might be better than the Charmander we have now. I could be wrong though. There's a Charmeleon. I have to look at the other Charmeleon, and then there's a Charizard. Now the other Charizard, I think it's like 1,000,000 times better. But this Stoke says take 3 fire energy from your energy zone and attach it to this Pokemon. Steam Artillery does 150. Now it doesn't discard, but by the time you get the Charizard anyway, 3 energies attached to it is like turn 3, so you have like 5 energies on it, or like 6 energies on it. So I don't know if that's necessary. The other Charizard seems better because by the time you get the Charizard, it could already attack, right? And I guess technically you still can't play Moltres with this Charizard and stuff, but then like it's just like has a bad at first attack. It's just not good. There's a Magmar, a Magmortar, 70 during your opponent's next turn. If your Pokemon tries to use attack, flip a coin to tails, the attack does nothing. So we have Paldean Pokemon, which is pretty cool. Blaze Tackle 80 does 10 damage to yourself. There's a Tentacool and a Tentacruel, both just like seem just kind of there. Weasel, Floatstone does Snipe for 30. Okay, is a Wiglet good? Okay, do random 30 and Trio EX. Pop out, throughout. One of your opponent's Pokemon is chosen at random 3 different times. For each time a Pokemon is chosen, do 50 damage. So it's kind of like Dragonite, just for water Pokemon, and it's an EX. So like I think Dragonite's probably still better. But still, there we go. There's a Dondozo. Does 80 and Snipe 10 everywhere. There's a Tatsugiri. Dondozo has no tree cost. There's a new Pikachu EX that does 150. Now, this one might be a little bit better because it just does 150. But it's definitely like an in-game Pokemon, right? The other Pikachu does 90, right? If you have 3 bench Pokemon. So this is 150. It does do more. It does need 3. And you do discard the energies. So, could be a good way to end lightning decks. Probably not. I think the other Pikachu is probably still just better. There's a Voltorb and Electro. Both of these are kind of whatever. There's Pachirisu is good. You can Energy Accelerate Lightning. There's a Palmalt. And this Pokemon is your act spot is damage by attack. Do 20 damage to attack Pokemon. So, just like a little 20 back. You also can put like Rocky Helmet on it, does 40 and stuff like that. The attack was just 70, so it doesn't seem that very strong. I love they have a Kadabra already in Pocket, and we also have an Alakazam to go with it. 80, this attack does 20 damage to each opponent's bench Pokemon that has any energy attached to it. So a little Snipe, right? 80 and 20 does need 2. You're a stage 2 and stuff like that. You have 130 HP, so you're going to one-shot by a lot of stuff, especially dark decks and stuff like that. And even like RC and stuff like that. Mr. Mime, Drifloom, and there's a Giratina EX. I don't know how I feel about this card. It doesn't seem very good to me. It does 130 for 4 energies, which is like not very good. Once during your turn, you may take a Psychic Energy from your energy zone attached to this Pokemon if you use the ability your turn ends. So you can guarantee a turn 3 attack, right? The problem is your turn ends when you guarantee that turn 3 attack, because Regardless, if you go first, use Broken Space Bellow, you can use the ability to attach energy, you turn ends. Next turn you attach energy, use Broken Space Bellow, you turn ends. Next turn you attach energy, and that's it, right? You do 130, it does 20 damage to itself. I don't think it's that good. There's no way like Arceus is like, you know, whatever. Now, if it was to any Pokemon, it would be cooking, right? But to this Pokemon is where it kind of like, I don't know how I feel about it. There's Gimme Ghoul. Flip a coin of heads, deal your points next turn for all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. There's the Machop and the Machoke. And I love this Machoke artwork, but it's not this Machoke was what I'm used to. I'm used to a different Machoke. But Pummel, Diarrhea, does 30 more damage. There's the Machamp. It has 2 extra fighting energy to it, does 50 more damage. Seems really bad. Just play a different fighting deck. Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan. We've seen these Pokemon. We've seen these artworks before. There's another Riolu. I'll have to look. I think the other one's probably better because it not only needs 1 energy, this one needs 2. Lucario EX. So you could play Lucario and Lucario, like Lucario and Lucario X in your deck. I'm pretty sure. It does 100, and this does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And this does increase with Lucario. It's 120 and stuff. But is that good? I don't think so. Flamingo, Ekans, Arbok. There's a Paldean, Wooper. And so let me look at this real quick. Hold on. Your opponent's deck Pokemon is now poisoned. Okay, not very good. Paldean Wooper, Paldean Clodsire. So if you're a Clodsire fan, here we go. Venoshock does 60. If your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned, this does 60 more damage. And so this could be auto done with like Wheezing. So this actually might be like an okay Wheezing like kind of deck, like Paldean Clodsire with Venoshock. You're like using Wheezing, get set up and stuff like that. And then you take a knockout 120 and stuff, and then you can go back into Wheezing or something, and maybe there's a way to poison it. So maybe that could be a thing. There's a Spiritomb, which does 20, and Confuse, Shroodle, and Graphia. So this is like kind of what goes with the Clodsire. You could flip a coin of heads, or opponent's active Pokemon's now poisoned. So that could be a combo, right, with this and this. Now you're playing like a 2-2 line of this, a 2-2 line of that, and like, or maybe a 1-1 line of this, like a 2-2 Wheezing or something. That could be something, but then it's a coin flip, so like, meh. We'll see. I'm not saying no. 130 for 2 seems okay, and you're stage 1, you're not a stage 2. So I'm not saying no, I'm just saying I don't know how I feel about it. Tikatunk, Tinkatun, Tikatuff, Tikatink, Tikatuff, and Tikaton EX. Terrific thumping, 80. Flip a coin of heads, this attack does 80 more damage. We have a Varoom and a Revroom. Revroom does 70. Flip a coin of heads during the opponent's next turn for all damage and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. So that's pretty cool. Here's the Golden Go that goes with the Gimme Goal. Scintillating Surfing. Flip a coin for each energy attached to this Pokemon. For each metal energy, this attack does 50 damage for each head. So you have to flip first of all, and you need at least like 3 to even attack, and then like 4, stuff like that. I'd rather be playing Celebi, if I'm being honest. There's a Rattata, Raticate, Jigglypuff, and a Wigglytuff. A Wigglytuff just heals some damage from your active Pokemon. Lickitung, Licky. There's a Bidoof and a B-Barrel EX. Can you imagine B-Barrel EX? 100, heal 30, so that's pretty bad. There's a Banary, Lopunny, and Lopunny is just like 30, not very good, and a Cyclizer, and that's pretty much it. So Pokemon-wise, I mean, we're looking at maybe like Clodsire, right? That's a maybe, right? Giratina is like maybe, but like I don't even know if I feel like that's even a maybe. It doesn't seem very good. Pikachu doesn't seem as good as other Pikachu, right? Charizard definitely doesn't seem as good as Charizard. Beedrill's probably like the most promising card EX out of the set, just to like disrupt. And it has 170 HP, which is like pretty bulky. Like 170 is a lot. Like, and you're discarding energy, stuff like that. So we'll see. Not a lot of things can one-shot you. So that's pretty cool. Now, what makes this even better is we have more cards that can go with this Beedrill. We'll go to those down below right now. The card I'm most hyped for is this Iono. Iono says each player shuffles the cards in their hand into their deck, then draws that many cards. And the reason I'm excited for this, we only have one like real way of like really drawing cards, right? So having more draw cards in the game is always better. So I'm hyped for the Iono. I love Iono. Pokemon Similarity, a little heal, and as well as special conditions. It reminds me of the other Pokemon Similarity that we have. There's a red here during this turn. Attacks used by your Pokemon do 20 damage to your opponent's active EX. So this could like do some math, you know, like maybe like 20 damage does like hit some crucial numbers or something. I'd have to play around with it. I have no idea, right? Obviously on top of my head, people probably already done the math. And Team Rocket's Grunt. Now this is going to go well with that B drill. Flip a coin until you get tails. For each heads, discard a random energy for your opponent's active Pokemon. Now once again, we're only talking for your opponent's active Pokemon. You can easily, you know, power Pokemon on the bench and then you're donezo, right? What do you do against like a Darkrai that's powerful on the bench, stuff like that? Because then you have to like bring it up and stuff like that. Yes, Beedrill can swing into it, but by the time the Darkrai is set up, it's going to one-shot that Beedrill. So it just makes it seem like Dark is even better because like you have Dark on the bench just chilling. And I'm always going to talk about Darkrai Greninja because to me that's the best deck in the format right now. Just gonna be honest, I think that's the best deck. So be able to like sit back and do that is good. The Team Rocket and Beedrill does somewhat counter like RCS decks, stuff like that, because they could like load it up with like a Dialga and then like you deplete all the energies with Team Rocket and Beedrill. So you could put them back a lot and then you just like start hitting them over again. So we'll see. There's a bunch of like full art cards. This Wigglytuff is like nightmares, like. That's nightmare fuel, 100%, right? That's 100% nightmare fuel. Whoa, look at this Plowdane Cloyster. It's like trying to be like realistic. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that we really care about. A bunch of shiny Pokemon down below. So a lot of this stuff is shiny. And there's a golden Pokeball. So that's a pretty big deal there. So we have a golden card. All these are just reprints of the set we are getting. I don't see anything that's a reprint of old stuff, right? Now you play this Charmander, you have a shiny Charmander. You have a shiny Charmander and Charmeleon. Unfortunately, this is the bad Charizard, so we don't care about that Charizard, right? At least I don't. Iona's got a full art. Team Rocket's got a full art, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I think the set is like very like just okay. I don't think it's good at all. I think like Beedrill is probably the most excited card, like playing wise. But I think Iona and Red are gonna be the two like most played cards in general. Being able to like get more cards and be able to do more damage seem like the most promising things. If I'm missing something, let me know. But it seems like it did. Tomorrow we'll open up some packs of the new set. Pokemon did hook me up and did give me stuff to open up new packs, so we'll see that tomorrow. But anyways, guys, if I missed anything, let me know. I'm down to look into it and try to test out anything. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty, guys.